Hello, my name is Ilya, and today I'm gonna do a small overview of the software which is called pkiStorage. The software was developed in order to store passwords and certificates and has a number of features which are very important. So first of all, we will have some small overview. As you can see, I've just started the program, and before we start doing anything with the passwords and certificates, we need to create a storage. A storage is an encrypted safe file which contains all your passwords, and it is protected also by a password. So first thing we need to do is to create a storage. Okay, let's create a test2. Okay, system gives us the warning, which I will explain a bit later, and we need to create a password. So okay, then we have some initial settings for our just created storage, where we can give a small comment, we can name it. The storage location contains several fields which you can specify only in professional or corporate version. You can specify a serial number of USB stick or USB key in order that this storage will work and will open only when it is stored on this device. Okay, so by default, the system adds several certificates, some of them with the private key, like here you can see Alice certificate has a private key, and several certificates which are basically SER files. You can add a certificate from a file or from a user store, which is user store is a Windows Registry user store, or from the Windows machine store. Then you can also add from files, from pfix or from SER files. Then you have passwords. We also added some examples. So these are all examples and these are non-valid passwords here. So by double clicking here, you can see what is the actual password. So the actual password for Facebook here is enter password here. And this window stays for only a couple of seconds, so you can check your current password and input it into the system. Then the storage itself, some data which we have seen when we created the storage. And then what is most important is the options. So here we have several things which we should mark when we have created our first storage. First of all, we need to mark that system asks password when main window will be opened. And we need to hide the pkiStorage software after some inactivity timeout. So after 30 seconds, the window of pkiStorage will be minimized, and after you want to open it again, you will have to put password once again. Then we have a system settings where we can add additional load options like load last open storage or load last saved storage. And we can also check updates after start. USB tab is important when you store your encrypted storage in the USB device. That means when I plug in a USB device, the system will automatically search in a root folder for storages, and it can do several things like load first found storage, then load last changed, or view the storages list. We suggest that use the view storages list if you have several ones. Then we have a check application state and the backup. So these are all initial settings of the storage, and right now, in order to start working with it, we can remove all the demo data from our storage. We can save it. And you can continue adding your certificates or your passwords in your encrypted system.